Hi everybody, this is Matt. Thanks for watching and welcome back. Well, this topic is not necessarily firearms related, but I get enough questions about it that I'm going to go ahead and touch on it. The question posed to me by many people is, what kind of vise do you have here on your workbench? And what kind of tools do you like? Fair enough question. This is a Sears Craftsman Vise. It is a 6-inch vise. I have had this for years. I don't even really know the age on it. Had it for years. My grandfather had one, worked for him, and it worked for me. So you've seen me put different types of firearms in here. Here I have little pads, soft pads that have magnetic backing that I can put up against the jaws so I don't mar anything. Now, my favorite vise of all time that I had was a Wilton Vise. That was an 8-inch vise, and instead of just having soft jaws like this, I also had soft jaws that were made out of copper and also made out of brass, depending on what I was working on. Now with the Wilton Vise that I had, man, that thing, back when I was using it 8 hours a day, that got used for everything. Welding, heating up, bending metal, all that sort of thing. A good vise is something that you'll never regret. Now Wiltons are pretty pricey, and one day if I run across one that's used or something and I can get it at a decent price, this will probably get replaced by a Wilton, because I really like them. When it comes to other tools, hand tools, I used to have a job where 8 hours a day I was fixing things. I was constantly welding. I was just into all kinds of tools, engines, doing machine work, everything like that. And I started out like most people, buying cheap tools because I thought, well, cheap is what I can afford. Well, cheap tools often will break at the most inopportune time. They won't fit necessarily well on things, so you can ruin a screw, you can ruin a part. If it breaks, you can actually get injured. It doesn't matter if the company offers you a free replacement or anything like that. If they break and you're down because you don't have a replacement tool, that's troublesome when you have to earn a living with these, with your hands. So a long time ago, I made the move to Snap-on. As an example, here is a Snap-on screwdriver. I believe that I have had this since at least 1987, 1988, and this thing has seen a lot of use. You can see some, little scuffs on here, a little bit of grease and everything else, but on the tip of this flat blade screwdriver, this has never been replaced because it hasn't had to. It has not worn out on me, and that's one thing that I really like about it. Now, this is also from Snap-on. It is their Blue Point brand. This is used to get, clips open. And this thing is so old, I got it used, bought it used off of a guy back in the 1980s. I don't really know its age, but it still works. The parts are still available for it. It has never broken on me. I love that. Snap-on wrench. Seen a lot of use. Hasn't broke. Here's another one. And this one I got used, and I bought it back around the same time frame. It doesn't look as pretty as it did when it was new, but I tell you what, it hasn't failed me. And to that regard, I have never broken a Snap-on screwdriver. I haven't broken a wrench. I haven't broken a socket. So I like those. Even pliers. You look at this set of pliers, this dates back to the 1980s as well. and got used all the time for 40 hours a week. What other tools do I like? I like good old channel locks, made in the USA. These things are handy. This and some duct tape can do wonders. And a little bit of WD-40 can do wonders around the home for repairs. What I like in, say, these T-handled, Allen, these are Bondus, and these are also made in the US. I like buying tools that are made in the United States as much as possible. Have never had a problem with these either. So while on the surface a tool like this is expensive, at the end of the day, at the end of your life, these tools can be passed on to your kids and even to your grandchildren. So, the old adage of buying cheap, paying twice, when it comes to quality tools, especially if you're working with your hands and you need to be able to depend on them, you will not regret the purchase of quality tools for whatever endeavor it is that you are involved in. Whether it's fixing chainsaws, fixing electric motors, fixing cars, anything like that. A quality tool makes a big difference. One of my favorite snap-on screwdrivers, which I don't have here, it's actually at a job site where I'm doing some work right now. It's the type that has the replaceable tips on it, and I like to carry it with me when I'm going around to different places during my day job, because I carry bits for it inside of the handle. I can just simply unscrew it, and again, I've had that thing for years and years and years with no problems. So I learned a long time ago that it was actually less expensive to buy quality at the beginning, because once you buy quality, you really won't complain about it. I don't regret making this purchase at all. There are many things in my life that I have purchased that I have had buyer's remorse and gone, why, Matt? Why did you buy that crazy thing? When it comes to quality tools, no, sir, not at all. So anyway, hope this helps. Thanks for the questions. Didn't know that people would be so interested in something as simple as a vise, but I think I understand why. So anyway, thanks. And until next time, everybody, thank you for watching. Be safe out there and have a good one.